Hello, hello, and welcome back. Once again, warmest greetings to all, and welcome back to our third day FB Live pre-event teaser. Now, this is a 4-day FB Live on interviewing women all across the nation, both near and far, from different ages and different experiences and passion. These 4-day sessions are also to create awareness of what we are trying to achieve for the Women Impact Makers Conference 2022. This is a collective effort by women from different organizations led by Penang State Government under the leadership of YB Chong Eng, and also the CEO of Penang Women's Development Corporation, Madam Ong Biling, and of course my team, being the organizing chair, myself, Elizabeth Ho, and also Miss Millie Goh, the conference secretariat, and Miss Bharati Suresh Chan, the speaker support and sponsorship. So this is a collective effort with different organizations, entrepreneurs, also, with the effort of the government coming in together. And we want to, with one goal, we want to empower, equip, and reskill women, both in Penang, across the nation, as well as all abroad. So we have seen interviews and chit-chat sessions from various women organizations in the past 2 days. We have also Penang women entrepreneurs, interviews Golden Girls yesterday. We learned laughing therapy. We also have met Juwita Suwito, the singer and songwriter. And not just that, we managed to also bring back Penang women living abroad in one of the interview yesterday evening. So on this segment, we have another inspiring and very impressive speaker in line for you. But before that, let me announce today's full day session on FB Live is sponsored by, you must have this, you must tag your friends, okay, to win this, because I myself, I won this. So today's full day FB Live session is sponsored by Gluta Glow by MD Pharma. Now, Gluta Glow is actually a collagen drink to help women like me and you keep our beauty, skin healthy and shining. So Gluta Glow, come and tag your friends, tag 3 of your friends and hashtag WIMC 2022 or WIMC in short, and get a chance to win Gluta Glow by MD Pharma worth 138, 15 days supply. So we have 17 boxes to be given away today. Please, I'm going to ask the working team behind to reserve one for me, because I really, really need this. After many months of preparation, I think our team need this collagen drink, all right? So please remember, tag 3 of your women friends on this segment and hashtag WIMC 2022 and stand a chance to win one box for yourself, right? So now, before I pass the time to the moderator today, she's also another very impressive young woman, originally from Penang, but now residing in Singapore. But before that, I want to encourage all of you to click onto this QR code, okay? Scan this QR code and sign up for our soft launch offer now. Normal price for our admission fees to WIMC 2022 is 388 per pax, but today we are offering 188. So throughout the 4 days of our FB Live, we have this soft launch offer. If you want to get a ticket for yourself and attend our physical session on the 19th of July at Royal Chulan Hotel Penang, so you have to click scan this QR code and register for our soft launch offer. So without much ado, let me introduce to you Shireen Goh. Shireen is from Penang. She is a professional pharmacist with over 10 years experience in international retail chain pharmacy. She is a strong advocate for proactive approach towards health, especially women's health in general and their well-being. So let me introduce to you and bring on stage Shireen Goh. Oh, okay. So Shireen just dropped out because of connection problem. All right. So let me see who is online joining us today. Okay. Hi, Wendy Wong. Good afternoon, Elizabeth and everyone. Good afternoon, Wendy. Thank you for logging in. Please remember to Tag 3 women friends of yours, may it be glamorous women, sexy women, powerful, influential women. Tag them and hashtag WIMC 2022. Right. Thank you, Wendy. Immediately you have how many tag there? Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please continue to share with your friends. Yes, Wendy Wong. All right, thank you, thank you. So amazing these 4 days. So far we have come up to given out a lot of prizes for the past 2 days, and today we have 17 more to give out. And heartfelt thanks to all our sponsors that just jump on board and say yes, let me be part of the conference and want to give away their product and services. So on that note, we want to say how grateful we are. Thank you for joining us, be part of being our partner for this initiative to empower women. Let me check with the tech team. Is Shireen Go back up yet? Not yet. Doesn't matter. Can we ask the tech team to play our sponsors highlight? So we have many other sponsors beside MD Pharma today sponsoring today's session. We also have our gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and also bronze sponsors. Let us see who are these sponsors that just jump on board and say yes to be our partner.
Turn off plug 1.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, my life be like, my life be like, my life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Chilling out all day on some lazy shit. Time to think about it all and do it different. Then coming back, put my shit together, figure it out. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Chilling out all day on some lazy shit. Time to think about it all and do it different. Then coming back, put my shit together, figure it out. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Sometimes I just need a, sometimes I just need a, sometimes I just, sometimes I just, sometimes I just, sometimes.
Hello, I'm back. So unfortunately, our moderator, Shireen Go, unable to log back in. So, well, what you have just seen just now are our bronze sponsors. So we have Parcel Hub, special mention Parcel Hub, We Smart Home, Blackmore's, Shenjai Education Group, Flex Software, Royal Chulan, Hotel Penang. So we want to say a big thank you for being our bronze sponsor. Without much ado, let me invite Jess Tan, our special speaker today, on the screen. So welcome back, Shireen. Welcome back. And hi, Jess.
Hi there.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for saying yes, coming on board as our speaker to be interviewed today. So I'll let Shireen take over.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, apologies for the technical error just now, and I'm glad we are back online now. Okay, so a wonderful afternoon to everyone who's logging in from Facebook. Hello, big warm welcome to our interview session with Jess today. So let me introduce our Jess, who is the CEO and founder of Youth Today's Sdn Bhd, and her personal mission is to impact and inspire communities with opportunities at their fingertips. So further introduction about Jess is that she specializes in building community platforms and social media marketing contests, as well as education activism. And she has founded two important websites, that is youthtoday.com, which is founded in April 2013 as a marketing platform to help students, events organizers to reach a mass audience, as well as sponsors. Currently with over 100,000 youth members, servicing over 300 colleges, corporate brands, media, and government leaders in Malaysia. And there's a second website, that's Fola.com. It's a community app store and a product of Youth Today's Sdn Bhd. The store was officially released on the 1st of March 2019 to cater for the Android community. So it helped apps owners to gain immediate traction when it comes to releasing their apps to community to try out. Besides that, Jess is holding appointed as the director of Institute of Youth and Research by the Youth and Sports Minister in 2019. She also won the Gent Asia Tatler Award in 2018. In 2017, she has received the accolade that is Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia list. And there's still a long list to go, but it's very impressive for Jess to achieve all this despite her young age. So welcome aboard, Jess. Thank you so much for agreeing to be our speaker today. We would like to know what motivates you to do what you're doing right now.
Oh, thank you, Shireen. So thank you for the long introduction as well. So basically for me, why I decided to do all this is also because of a personal story that brings me back to when I was 14 years old. I lost my father in an incident where he got himself involved in gangs, and that cost him his life. So to me, at that young age, I told myself, at the age of 14, I was very clear already on what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep like as many young people off the streets as possible, or even kids off the streets as possible. Put them into healthy activities and to build this nation. So that has been my dream all along, and it still is. I think my work has only begun, right? Even though it started from Malaysia, so we have plans to also establish it in the global community. So yeah, so that's what actually motivated me to actually start this.
Awesome, and that's a very meaningful cause. I can totally agree with that. And then, could you also share with us your journey to Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia?
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Actually, my work. I've been dealing with young people all this while. So I launched my platform when I was still in college. Back then, I was 18 years old. I studied actually my computer science study. So I actually built my first platform, which is usetoday.com back then. So the idea of the platform is actually to help young people, who actually run any programs, or if there's any idea and they needed funding or even support or a platform to this network. That's where we come in, right? So from there, when once I launched my platform previously, I started off in Penang. I actually got a lot of high schools and also college and university grads where they needed the support. They came in, and then before I actually launched my platform, I was helping a lot of students to get sponsorship. I was running around to companies in Kuala Lumpur, especially, so back and forth, Penang and KL a lot, helping students to actually raise funds for any youth development projects. So that was basically the journey that I first started off. And eventually, I grew from 50 students to 1,000 students to 10,000 to 100,000. I think that was where it started to capture the attention of the government, as well as also the venture capitalists, where they decided to actually come in and help further scale the platform to on national and international level. So that's where the recognition comes in. So I think throughout that whole 10 years journey, that's where I actually got to know, reached out, and that's where my journey towards Forbes 30. Yeah.
Wow, very, very impressive. So it all started with a helping heart that's to help youth today to really realize their dreams and to improve their potential in the future, in their lifestyle. Thank you so much. That's a very, very impressive feat. And yeah, and really grateful to know that it grew from a few hundreds to few thousands to a community right now. Awesome, Jess. And then what is one thing that no one knows about you, or like was there any interesting event or unforgettable journey, right? Event throughout your this entrepreneurial journey?
Oh wow, what's that one thing that people don't know me? Um, I would say I live a very simple life. Especially during starting off young. That's one thing. I think when starting off young, that's I would say that's a advantage, because I do not have any commitments, right? And throughout the journey, I think building a company is very, very difficult. But I've always kept my expenses low. I think many people doesn't know this about me, but I always, I keep my expenses low. I lead a simple life. Even right now, I'm riding my motorbike as only. Yeah. So, but most of even the profits or the revenue generated by the company always goes back to the community. So I think that's the one thing that many people don't know, and they think I do earn a lot. So yeah, so that's a little bit.
Yeah, I yeah, of course. Thanks, Jess, for sharing this part that no one knows about you. Even though we don't earn a lot monetary wise, but I'm sure you are so rich in terms of building communities, helping people, and you have a big heart. You have a very abundant mindset and a rich heart, not in terms of monetary terms, but in your resourcefulness to help people, especially the younger generation. Thank you,
Right.
Jess. And then yeah, that is something that is really very touching, and I'd like to commend you on what you have been doing for us. And what is your advice for youth today that who might think that they are too young to fight for their big dreams?
Oh wow. For this, my advice to all young people, I think being young is basically an advantage, like I mentioned previously, right? Youth is actually wealth, right? When you start young, you don't have any commitment. That's where you can actually reach anything that you can ever imagine, right? You if you put your mind to it and also all your energy to it, I think whatever in the world you are able to grasp it. So start young before you have all the commitments that comes to you when you start owning a car, you have kids or family. So yeah, so being young, I think just do it right now.
Yes, just do it right now. And would you encourage the youngsters, right, that you don't have to be alone and you can get resources and help or guidance from more experienced people like yourself and the community?
Yeah, definitely. Even myself, when I first started, and I actually gather all the support around the community, I identify different mentors from different industries, right? And I reach out to them, right? I went directly to them and I asked them if you could actually be my mentor in terms of business, in terms of life, in basically a holistic approach to it. So I identified like 3 to 4 mentors that's always been with me for the past 10 years or so. They've still been guiding me and so forth. So I think yeah, it's very important to surround yourself with all these resources, which helps you to reduce your mistakes and increase your success.
That's amazing. So, Jess, do you have any advice, despite all that's being said today, right? Any like important advice for our youth of the young generation today, especially in the post-COVID era? What is the most important advice or encouragement you would like to give to them?
Yeah, I think right now, especially, this is a very different era compared to the past, 100 years in our history, right? This is actually in an era where internet is taken by storm and things are moving very fast yet very slow, especially during this phase here, because we are in many transition period. So I think my advice to young people out there is that if you're planning to run a business or you're planning to lead a country, I think innovation is very important. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you have that mindset and mentality, you will definitely be able to survive out there. So yeah.
Yeah, I really like that phrase, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's what Jess has been doing and leading by example, and also to have a big heart to contribute for the greater good for the community. Thank you. Thanks, Jess. It was a very inspirational sharing and of your sharing of your life story to us. And we look forward to future growth or progress with you and the community. So, any last words for our audience before we bid goodbye?
Okay. Um, just do it. I need to borrow that from
Okay,
Nike. Yeah.
just do it, and find the right mentors to do it with you. And the people who surround you are very important. Find a network that we can grow together, and that is all the important gist, right, that we have learned from Jazz today. And for the youth today, if you want to get help, or if you this is the first time you learn about youth today or fula.com, you're welcome to keep in touch with our platform, with Women's Makers Conference, and network with all the attendees and the speakers today. And I'm sure with the ample support from the community, we can all grow together. Okay, thank you so much. And we'll pass the time back to our MC. Back to you, Liz.
Thank you, Jess, for sharing. I love that statement where you mentioned we have to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Now, so often in life we are we grow up in a setting where life is very comfortable. even as a child, if you see, if you observe where parents bring their little kids around, and when they walk on the street or, in the garden, when the little child fall down and they get their hands very dirty, immediately the parents will come and clean it away because it's so dirty, it's so uncomfortable. So children are brought up in a way that life has to be clean, has to be painless, comfortable, and this thought came to mind, whether is that a good thing, that we provide an environment that is way too comfortable for our children, that when they grow up, they are not that resilient, they are not that able to cope with uncomfortable situations. So yes, thank you for this reminder, Jess, that life has to be really, just get comfy and just get comfy with uncomfortable situation, and basically look at life as, it's part of life. Pain is part of life, heartache is part of life, but the crucial point that makes us different and make us successful is that what do we do and how we rise up above this uncomfortable situation. Yeah. So yeah, once again, thank you, thank you to Jess for being a role model, really, in her initiative and project. She has touched so many young people. So in our next segment, we have invited 5 of her young people under her leadership, in youthstoday.com, to share with us what is happening in youthstoday.com. And what are the young people doing in the community right now? So often we adults, we are so preoccupied with our work, our industry, our perhaps too caught up in politics with policy making, and we forgot to take a pause and then turn around and have a look at our young people, what they are doing right now, and to find out what really matters to them. So do stay tuned and listen to the young people sharing their heart out, right? So we have 2 winners. Okay, so we have 2 winners for the our giveaway today. It's Gluten Glow by MD Pharma. Each box, it has 15 days supply. So it's a collagen drink that helps to keep our skin healthy and shining and brightens our skins. It's worth 138. So the 2 lucky winners are, so we have Wendy Wong. Dr. Wendy Wong, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tagging your friends and also hashtag WIMC 2022. Our next winner is, so for this segment, we have 2 winners. For the next segment on Youth Today, a coffee chat with youthtoday.com, we have 5 more winners. So please ask your friends to log in because we have 17 boxes to give away. And our second winners, let me announce, is none other than our Ko Ka Tien. I know, Katien, your skin is already very glowy, already very shiny. So this box of Gluten Glow worth 138 for 15 days supply will even make your skin even shinier and brighter. All right. So yes, thank you, ladies, for participating. And our next segment is once again, our moderator is Shireen Go, and she will be interviewing these 5 young people. So let's not take your time. Let's not, take any more time, and we'll pass the time back to Shireen. Back to you, Shireen.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having me back. And it's my honor to be able to be the moderator and come up close and personal with our 5 young leaders online today. And I read their bio data. They are really, really impressive. So let me introduce them one by one. The first person is none other than Vigneswari. We can call her Vicky. So she is studying for a Doctorate of Business Administration, DBA, in Wawasan Open University. She was an officer at CIMB Sdn Bhd, and she specializes in management works and running a company. Vicky has full energy in social activities and she aims to bring a change for a better country for our next generation. Yeah, say hello to Vicky. And the second speaker we have today is Mr. Ang Pei-jin. Pei-jin is 19 years old and he will be pursuing his bachelor degree in economics and finance. He's currently teaching debate in English and English in high school. Despite his young age, Pei-jin is very passionate in public policy, social, economic, and foreign policies. His aspirations are to create a platform for sustainable and well-researched actions for the youth to implement change for the younger generation as well as for the nation. And the third speaker is Sharwin Ilankovan. Okay, Sharwin is 24 years old who is completing his bachelor in information system at UOW Penang. And he loves making music, reading books, stargazing. He strongly believes that he can learn from more people than books, as people speak from experience. And the fourth speaker will be Hafiza binti Abdul Samad. She's a writer and education activist. She is featured in the fourth edition of Successful People in Malaysia Encyclopedia, and she's honored with the Trailblazer in Education Award by Education 2.0 Dubai for her outstanding leadership in the field of education and learning. Furthermore, she is elected as the Director of United Nations Association and Model UN at the United Nations Association Youth Platform UK, where she worked alongside with UNA in the UK, establishing the UN Youth Delegate Program. So she's also a global ambassador at their world, where she advocates for rights to education for all children. Very, very impressive. And the last but not least, we have Priyanka Law. She is actually a Chinese raised by an Indian who is a Malaysian. So she is currently working as a teacher remotely in an Italian school and doing her bachelor's degree in education at Unitar International University. Priyanka is a fun-loving person who loves to teach, bake, cook, sew, and dance. So she loves educating the younger generations with her current knowledge. She believes that they will be the future generation who will be leading this country in the future. So without further ado, let's have them on stage and let's give them a big round of virtual applause. Welcome, welcome all our speakers on stage, on our Facebook live stage, right? Thank you so much. I would like to hear from each of you. How did you benefit from youth today? Maybe we can start from Peijin.
Well, youth today itself has benefited me in the sense that it introduced me to members of a different community itself. We have people from different backgrounds and we have been engaged with different communities and we understand different perspectives from other people. This enlarges in the entirety of our perspective of how we view certain issues and certain world views. And in this case, I believe that youth today is a very good platform to enlarging our own spectrum of understanding on all matters and regarding on all situations. Yeah, that'll be all for me.
Thank you, Paige. So in a way, youth today help you to widen your horizon. Thank you. How about Priyanka? Let's hear from your inputs as a teacher.
Yeah, so hi everyone. So for me, I feel like to me, youth today has given me a lot of opportunity to actually explore and also learn from each other at the same time. As we can see that we have a lot of members over here, so we actually get to learn from each other. Not only we learn, we also give out our knowledge to others who needs it. So as a teacher, I believe that helping is important. So yeah, that would be from me. Thank you.
Well said. Well said, Priyanka. As we learn, we give back to the community as well. And how about Vicky? Let's hear from Vicky.
Hi. Okay, for me, the actually it's a huge network from all over Malaysia. from youth today. So maybe it's like-minded youth with us. So we share our ideas. Or
Thank you, Vicky. So, uh, use today help you to share your ideas with the community. How about Hafiza?
Hello. As for me, I have largely worked on the global networking field. So when I came to youth today, I could directly help people from my background, from Penang itself. So, and also in Malaysia, which is a huge, huge thing for me. And also, I could go down to the ground and help them and reach out to them directly, which is something very interesting and different for me. So that's all from me.
Yeah. So use today in a way help you to reach out to our local Penang Knights and go to the grassroots levels to help them. Thank you, Hafiza. And last but not least, let's hear from Shareen.
Hello. You today helped me to give a platform to help because we always want to help people. Sometimes you don't know where to start, and it's not always about creating a platform to help, and it's more about help going through a platform, building a platform which existed, and we help from there. But for me, it impacted a lot of people using youth today, help a lot of people, a lot of youths and lots of communities. So it benefited me for myself a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Shareen. So it's not just helping people, we are also helping ourselves through this platform. And I leverage on the platform instead of all of us are coming up with another new platform. Thank you. So it's really inspirational to know people from different walks of life and young generation come together and make good use of the platform of youth today. Next, I would like to ask some of our speakers here, what impacts does youth today have for your local community? We can hear from Priyanka this round.
Well, okay. So the impact from youth today for the local community will be about education, as just now Jazz did mention about education. So as a teacher, yeah, we provide education. We educate people who needs us. So the impact here is they get to learn, they gain their knowledge, and at the same time, we get to know about them too. So that's a simple answer from me.
Thank you, Priyanka. And how about just now Hafiza mentioned that you used to network in an international platform. And how do you see youth today as something that can also potentially help our local community to rise and shine internationally?
All right. So recently, I have actually led an event under Youth Today where we have done sort of like a speakers event virtually where we invited Harvard scholarship holders and also Rhodes scholarship holders to come and meet virtually to talk about how they got the scholarship and what they did down to the T. So that is one of the events that we recently did about 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. And we have about 40 students who came online um, live to watch, and they have definitely learned from that. And that is incredibly, incredibly crucial and rare because growing up for me, I did not know how to apply a scholarship or how to get to the global stage. And having a scholarship like Harvard or Rhodes is very, very important, and it is very much attainable in this era. And to have those scholarship holders who are from Malaysia themselves to share their skills and knowledge was inspiring and also helpful. Therefore, what I could say is that providing such events is very important, and we are doing that. And we are still in the making to provide more virtual events because, again, virtual events are very, very easy to have students to just jump online, via their phone, iPad, or just laptop and then learn from that. So that is what we are working on right now.
Very impressive. Thank you, Hafiza. And I'm sure the students will be so happy to be able to connect those scholarship holders and learn very practical and useful tips for them, which we will originally think that it is too far or it's unattainable. But through this platform, it is attainable by having a virtual event. That is a very awesome idea. And how about we hear from Pei Jun? Pei Jun, yeah.
Yes, hi again. Well, one impact does Youth Today have for me for the local community itself is, again, it gives me a platform for me to market myself, and it gives me a platform to in order to inspire young people to join on certain platforms to do their dreams and then to achieve and more attainable. Like Hafiza said just now, a scholarship currently is very easily to be it could be obtained easily. So in this case, and on online platform itself, we can inspire, we can share our ideas, and then we can find people with similar a chain of thought itself to develop more new policies itself, or to develop certain ideals and certain ideas, and to publish articles regarding our views of the world itself, and what do we aspire for our world to be, and what is sustainability, and to just to spread our knowledge. So yeah, that will be from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedrin. And next topic, right, will be about today's young people. There are many articles that mention that, oh, Generation Z or the millennials, they are really hard to work with. And sometimes we might think that, okay, this could be potentially a generation gap, just like how our grandparents have with our parents, and now our parents have with the younger generation. So today's young people generally could be misunderstood by other generations. So perhaps we can hear from some of our young leaders today. What inspire the young people today? For this question, I would like to throw it to Sharween.
Hello. What inspire young people today? It's, I would say, access to information, which everyone I think basically internet is everywhere. So for them, everything is accessible, from knowledge, even education. You can literally study online if you don't have to go colleges and all. So like this generation, I would say much more advanced than the previous generation. So when you say that misunderstood by other generation, would be like we are sometimes faster. We don't like things as we don't like slow learning. We like to be fast, like basically get to the point rather than dragging things up. And inspired us is like we have access to lots of culture through online. So like if back in those days, maybe it's you hear it to radio, maybe you're exposed to only Malaysian cultures, but with now with current internet, you get to be exposed to all the Western cultures, from start to learn more from not only from Malaysia but from other societies as well out of this country.
Thank you, Sharween. Well summed up, right? Young people, they they appreciate information democracy. That means everyone have the same right to um, come across the information that they want today, and they want things efficient rather than we think that the young generation are impatient, but they want efficiency. They want things fast. They want to save time. So that's a very interesting standpoint from Sharween. Thank you so much for your sharing. And I would like to hear also from Vicky, because Vicky, you have corporate experience as well, and you are more senior in terms of leadership or running a company. So Vicky, in your opinion, what inspire young people today?
Hi. So young people today, actually what inspire them, actually we can see it's like a mismanagement of natural fund in human resources, and then corruption also inspires a lot of youth to help others, such as we can see when our pandemic time we have the kita jaga kita hashtag. Okay, so a more of a thing is like older generation have to trust us that we are younger generation are coming up and bringing up the country for a betterment.
Thank you so much, Vicky. So Vicky, basically it's a different kind of approach, and then but the ultimate outcome or goal is the same. There is still to contribute to a better country or stronger nation, and to help each other overcome the challenges for the younger generation. So next one, I would like to also hear from our panelists today, right? How can the older generation or the different generation help do to meet the young generation needs, or how could the society uh, do better or change, be it in policies or culture, to help the young generation in to support your cause. So for this question, I would like to invite Hafiza to share your thoughts.
Right. For me, it is very important for older generation to not just give us a seat, but also to listen to us and take into account of our ideas. It's very easy to just put us in the seat or just pretend like we are there, but our ideas and suggestions are not even asked. And even if it's asked, it is not taken into account and then implemented. Because as young generation, we don't quite have a huge platform, or even if we do have a platform, our suggestion and opinions are not actually crystallized. It is not being taken into account and then making it happen. So it is just there as a suggestion, but it is not being moved forward. And who can do it? Who can mobilize that are the older generation. And for the older generation to mobilize that, they would have to take us seriously first. And it is very, very difficult for us to just be a puppet. And older generation need to understand that we are here and we are very serious in the changes that we would like to make. And they would definitely must listen to us and give us a chance, really give us a chance, and try to listen and implement what we are suggesting. And then from there, they could see if we are really something or we are going somewhere with it. That's all from me.
Thank you, Hafiza. Very strong and powerful message from Hafiza that young people, we are not just here to with a the entitlement, give it to me kind of attitude, but we want to be heard, not just given a seat. I want to be taken seriously and give us a chance to perform, to prove ourselves. Thank you so much, Hafiza. That's a very important message. And equally, I believe there's the same message for the young people. Don't only wait for things to happen. If you want something, you can fight for the cause you truly believe in. Thank you, Hafiza. I really love your sharing. And let's hear also from, how about Priyanka, as a teacher, and you teach remotely, and how do you feel the local community can, or the older generation or the society can do better to support the young generation?
Okay, for me, I am a teacher, but I also did work in corporate for a few years. So, in my experience, I would want them to actually believe in us, because a lot of things we do, they do not actually believe. They say that, oh, you people are young, we have more experience than you, so you listen to us instead of we listening to you, which I feel that it kind of hurts, because we are young, we have new ideas. So when we suggest the ideas, they actually don't listen, like what Hafiza said, they're not giving us the opportunity. So what I would want them is to at least support us, give us an opportunity, like what Hafiza said. And if we did it wrong, or anything, or if it goes sideways or what, we are ready to listen to them, we are ready to take their advice. But try us first before judging us, like it says, don't judge the book by its cover. So I would really love, for the senior generations or the older generations, I won't say old, no, everyone is not old, age is just a number. So to actually believe, give us the opportunity, try us. That's what I would like to ask.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Priyanka. Yeah, well said. Uh, give young generation an opportunity, and to perform and prove ourselves. And if even if things don't go as what we like or plan, even if things don't go as planned, but we can learn together and we can grow together so that we can progress together. Thank you, and well said, Priyanka. And I have one last question for all our panelists today. What is one policy that you think is crucial for policymakers today to advocate for the youth? For this question, I will pass the mic to Peijin.
Yes, thank you. What I think that policymakers must implement is the youth, because whenever we make our opinions heard or itself, we would like youth consultation in all policies itself. Youth consultation within parliamentarians or within even state legislation itself, because youth uh, consideration itself is very, very important during policy making. Because why are we making policies? Because we are trying to affect the future generations. We're trying to affect the sustainability of our entire state as well. So I believe that youth considerations must be taken into account itself through political means or through non-political means itself. We must encourage more youth to speak out on policy. What do they want to better cater to their needs? This is my opinion on the issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Peijin. So essentially, we're highlighting on the communication, two-way communication, and having our youth voice being heard. Thank you, Peijin. And the next person I would like to ask will be Vicky. Vicky, what's your point of view on this matter?
Okay, for me, it's like let us choose our education path from earlier so that we can prepare ourselves for the global market demand, which is we can see the global is moving very fast, and we can see how our Malaysia also moving now. So this is my point of view.
Thank you, Vicky. So Vicky would like to advocate for progressive education system so that we are on par on the globalization trend. Thank you. Very important point, Vicky. The third person I would like to invite is Shervin.
Yes, I think rather than what I suggest, I think we should actually have a people's assembly for the youth so that they can suggest what they want rather than we deciding what is best for them. Because being a policymaker is basically what we know and it's not what the youth are actually facing. Because I'm from a different background that I grew up, I will have my own agendas. So we should really get the youth's voice and decide. Let them decide what they want. Together we can come out with a policy with that.
Thank you, Shavin. So that is to get the youth and the rakyat voices being heard, rather than prescribing what was traditionally or conventionally being practiced. Thank you. And the fourth person I would like to call upon is Priyanka to share with us your point of view about this question. What's the number one policy you think is crucial to advocate for youth?
What I would say is, yeah, I would actually agree with Sharvin because every of us are from different background. Like me, I may be a Chinese, but I've been raised by an Indian family for 18 years. So my background is different. What I faced, what I went through, how I came here, and everything is different. So collecting the point only from me will not may not help the others, okay, because I went through a lot of things when I was young, but it may not apply to the others. So we should actually collect more youth and get their testimonies, and we should conclude it after that, to come up with a policy.
Thank you, Priyanka. Yeah. So, and last but not least, let's hear from Hafiza. What's your take on this?
Right. As for me, one policy that is very important to be implemented is to actually provision of access to the internet to everyone. And it is very, very important for the youth, crucially nowadays. Without the internet, they could not even watch this platform or watch this program that is going on right now. And such programs just like this are available everywhere in pandemic era, post pandemic era as well. So without such platform and without being able to have access to internet, they could not learn and gain knowledge. Because again, we can get free education and gain free knowledge online, but how could they gain that if they don't have internet? I also believe that the implementation of this particular policy is very crucial, not just for the peninsular youth, but also for Borneo youth and also youth in the indigenous communities. We are also forgetting our indigenous community, especially our indigenous youth, the struggle that they go through to even get basic necessities like basic education and basic documentation needs are not met. However, we also do have a lot of Malaysian governmental things and programs that are done online. But how do underrepresented youth or even underrepresented people access this? We are very much moving forward. We are very futuristic as a government, as a state. However, we are forgetting underrepresented people who do not have access to it, and predominantly because of not having access for telecommunication and also access to internet. So having such policy that specifically gives a platform to have access to internet is very, very important. So this policy must be implemented in whatever way that is possible, because again, without internet, without telecommunication, this era, people in this era are not going to be able to move forward and also be able to represent Malaysia in a global scale. I would not be here if I do not have access to internet. We all will not be here if we don't have access to internet. Therefore, I am actually a very much of a huge advocate for having access to internet implemented as a policy in Malaysia itself, and also giving a platform and giving serious look and giving serious stress into our indigenous communities. We are very much forgetting our indigenous youth. And that is all from me for now.
Thank you. Thank you, Hafiza, and well said. And facilities such as internet, which could be taken for granted by many of us who are staying in cities. This is so important for the indigenous community to ensure that everyone stand the same chance to learn, to gain knowledge. And with that, I would like to sum up today's very interesting and insightful session with our five key panelists today. Let us give each of them a warm round of virtual applause. And I would like to also thank you and congratulate all our panelists today too, because today I've witnessed young people who are fearless, inclusive, and gracious for those less privileged. And most importantly, you are determined to make an impact and for a better future together as a nation and as a young generation together. So with that, thank you very much. And I would like to pass the time back to our MC, Elizabeth. Over to you. Thank you so much.
A very big thank you to our youth. They indeed have spoken out. And, you know, at the backstage, and as I was listening, my heart just overcome with joy, because finally our young people are talking, our young people are representing themselves, and we, the older generation, the older people, we, the leaders, we need to listen. So I'm asking all of our listeners out there, the baby boomers, the X's generations, to listen to this segment and share out, for we have an important message from our youth. Sorry for being a little bit emotional, but it really touches my heart to see the young people speak out. The older generation need to trust our younger generation that that they have the ability to lead, not just to be, you know, a sideline, not just to be seen and not heard. They have the ability to lead, and this is so true. The youth have their ways, you know, have been leading in their own unique ways that none of us, the adults, the older ones, can do. And also from Hafiza, the older generation have to learn to ask, not just ask, to listen, and not just listen, but to crystallize their ideas. Don't ask, don't listen. You know, don't ask if you are not serious in taking them their suggestion very seriously. So we hear you, Hafiza. We hear you, and I And I urge the leaders of today to give this youth a chance, a platform, and learn to back off, learn to wait and see what they are doing. Right. So from Priyanka, she mentioned, don't judge before having them, allowing them to prove themselves. Really try them, give them the platform. So some of the policies that we need to take note to benefit our future generations are have assembly for the youth, let the youth speaks for the youth. And also Hafiza says free internet services, especially to the indigenous community. I think in many countries, internet connections are free. So this is what we want to ask from our government, to give this benefit to all, whether it's the older generation, old, young, all walks of life, every corner in Malaysia, to have free internet services, because from there, they have more platform to learn, to search, to contribute, and to play their part. All right, we are listening, and so let this be heard, and we adults also want to champion for you. All right. So once again, yes, thank you. I want to see from our audience, what is your thought on what has been shared by the young people? All right. Please feel free to comment on the FB Live comment section, and let me read out, because we don't want to provide this platform just for show. Invite the youth up to speak, and then after that, it's just thing of the past, and we never come back to the suggestions that they have given. So we need you to be involved with our initiative to equip and enable our young people. So we want to hear from you. Katian say, yes, we need to support, not just only no, stop saying no to our young people. All right. And Bharati says, Bharati Suresh Chan is one of our committee members for Women Impact Makers. And she said, as youth, she asked, okay, as youth, what do you think we adults should do better to bridge the gap? Oh, we missed this question, but can I ask the young people who just left our stream? Yeah, please, feel free to continue to comment and help this older generation, old generation to answer to the questions and help us to understand how we can help you more. Right. Okay. So thank you so much. We will definitely come back to this segment. We rewatch and submit this video to our policymaker, and then we want to champion for you. All right. Once again, thank you for staying on with us. Please tag your friends and share out this video, because the speakers that we have invited for this segment, especially inviting our youth speakers to share. It's not just as part of entertainment, but we want to achieve something out of this Facebook Live and interview. All right, please share out so that more people will be able to listen to this segment. And now, next is sponsor highlights. Maybe I will pass back to the tech team to play some videos of our sponsors who have so generously contributed and partner with us on Women Impact. Our video loop. Then we will come back with bring one of our bronze sponsors, that is Parcel Hub Sanjay Berhad. Okay. Let us feature our. All right. Let us feature our sponsors today. Let the video run. Hello, hello. I'm back again.
Hi, hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. Hello. So here with us we have our bronze sponsors, Puzzle Hub, and Miss Winnie Wong here. So Winnie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm actually a HRDF certified trainer before I start this Puzzle Hub business. Okay, so I'm a passionate logistician. So I love the logistic. Love to help customers to solve their logistic problem. Yeah.
So when is this passion of solving this problem, arises in you? Like, when do you develop this passion, this
Since
calling?
1990s, yeah, since 1990s when my first job was in a factory with the
Mhm.
shipping department. Yeah.
I see, I
So
see.
for almost more than 20 years already in this industry.
More than
Yeah.
20 years. Now, tell us some background and the journey of Parcel Hub, how it started, what are some of the memorable milestone that, Parcel Hub for the past 20 years?
Okay. Parcel Hub actually they started as a provider providing printing service, packing, and help the customer to ship their items in 2015. Okay, so in 2020, the company changed the name to Parcel Hub and they actually go for franchising program. So in the year of 2020, I think they have almost 200 outlets participate in the Parcel Hub franchising program.
I
Yeah,
see.
so I'm one of them lah in 2020. So I started this Parcel Hub at Siam Road, Georgetown in year 2020. So now it's
Mm,
2 years. So talking about memorable experience, I think when we deliver the goods, what we call last mile delivery service means that we deliver the parcel to the customer door. So to me, that is the most important process for the whole courier service, and also is the most challenging one. My personal experience is I bring one of the box, walk up to a fourth level because that apartment there's no elevator. So I have to deliver that box, carry, climb up the staircase to the fourth level to deliver that parcel.
wow, this
So
is real Wonder Woman, not just deliver to the basically this is what it means by literally deliver to up to your doorstep. Correct?
correct. So that is the something that I feel. Wow, after that incident, I feel that I really need to respect those delivery men. They are deliver the parcel every day when we buying online, and the person who deliver the parcel to our doorstep. So their job is not easy. It's not an easy job. So I really respect those delivery men because I
So there's
personally experienced that. Yeah,
true,
yeah.
true. A good leader, a good leader really needs to experience every single steps of what their team members going through, not just sitting up, on the board and then, look down and say, have you done your job and stuff like that, without even experiencing the process, the whole process themselves.
Correct.
Mm.
Agree, fully agree. Yes.
Now,
Experience is very important as a
correct.
lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the success of any organization, it really boils back to the leadership. It's not
Correct.
so much of, yes, of course, as leaders in the organization, we know that performance, production, all the ROIs is very important, but the leadership is the one that determine how far that organization can go and
Mm,
how much the loyalty you can gain from your own team members.
correct. Yes.
Now, what are some of the corporate policy or initiative adopted by Puzzle Hub, whether in the past or, ongoing initiative in
Mm,
promoting gender inclusivity and also women employees development?
okay. Today the courier service industry is very different than last time. Last time maybe we can just deliver or handle the parcel with the weight of how many gram.
Yeah.
But today the parcel that a courier service have to handle can be up to 30 kg a box.
Mm.
Okay, so to many women, they think, wow, this industry is very challenging, it's too heavy. sometimes you need to carry with their weight. So a lot of women feel that this is not the industry suitable for them. Okay, but then to me, we should not have this type of belief. To me, as a woman, I think today we can do everything. Even though my outlet, my staff is basically all women, okay, and we are handling this type of weight of the parcel, okay, 20 over kg per box. So I
Serious. They are carrying themselves.
Yes, yes, yes. So sometimes two women, two of my staff, all ladies, so we have to help each other lah. Two women carry one box with 20 over kg per box. So it's
Wow.
not easy, okay, but I think we challenge it, we take it, no. The most very important is your gesture. I mean the method of hand
Posture.
lift it.
Posture.
Yeah, the posture. Yeah, sorry.
Hmm.
The method of lift up the item. So
Yeah.
I think even though a man, if you did not lift up the item with the right method, you may also injured. So
Correct.
I think the safety method is very important. The way that we lift up the item. Yes, yes. So we don't really like restrict or mention that we prefer any gender. Okay, we are very fair. Okay, but of course we encourage women to join this logistic industry today, because this is the industry that is, to me, is evergreen industry. No matter at which stage you know, no matter what change in the environment, we need logistic service.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this is the industry I can see a good prospect. So women just don't take it like it's a very heavy industry that is not suitable for us. I think today we can do anything. Okay,
Yes, as you are sharing, one thought came to my mind. Women, we like to be challenged. We like when people tell us we can't do it, and we have this, inner strength that want to prove. I'm not sure whether it's good or bad, but somehow women. Okay, also all the guys out there, men out there, listen. When you tell a woman that they can't do a job, they will prove to you that they can do it.
yes, yes, you are right. Liz, you are right. I think we like to take challenge. Okay, when you say we cannot do it, we will prove to you. We'll take up the challenge to show we can do it. Yeah.
Exactly. So all the women out there, you don't have to spend any money in signing up to gym for workouts. Just go to Puzzle Hub, Siam Road, and then you ask for Winnie Wong, and then you say, you just give me 2 hours of this time. You send me to any corner of your, I can just carry, and you can train up all your muscle, bulk up all your muscle from that 2 hours at Puzzle
Yes.
Hub.
Yeah, you are right. That's why I told my sub customers, some of my customers, they say they impressed. You can carry this, you need help or not? Those gentlemen customers, they said we can help you. I said it's okay, we get used to that. So I said we don't need to go any gym, to join any gym to lose weight or whatever. Every day we are doing all this job that
Exactly. I'm glad to. I would love to come to Siam Road and visit Pasar Hub, and say hi to all the fit and tone ladies. Okay, so I'll definitely come and visit. Now,
Yeah.
I also would like to ask, what makes Pasar Hub different? I mean, there are a lot of logistic company in the market, both in locally in Penang as well as nationwide. So, what is different? What
Yeah.
is the one thing that makes you different from the other logistic companies?
Okay, yeah. I think today the logistic company or the courier service company is like at one time like the bubble tea shop. Everywhere you can see courier service company today. So it's not easy because of the competition, and the price war is happen. I think not only in our industry. So I think to make ourselves different than other is we try to do what others don't want to do or what others don't like to do, and we do it. Okay, so for
Like what?
example,
Like
for
what?
example, yes, for example, like my outlet, we are not just providing courier service. Okay, we also helping the customer to do their order processing, to help them to manage a customer order. We help the customer to do the pick packing. Okay, we help them to solve their manpower problem. because it's today so difficult. Every business also they're facing problem to hire people. So we help them by they can just outsource their pick packing service. They don't need to think about how to recruit people, how to train. We do it for them. So we help them to solve their manpower problem, help them to solve their storage problem. So basically, we are not just providing service, but more to solution to the customer. So that makes us different
Wow.
than other company. Yeah.
Wow, this is so good. Just going an extra mile for your clients. Yeah.
Yes. We always think for
And
how to help them to solve their problem. Yeah.
yeah, I think any service industry we need to do that. Not just confined to what we can do, but even things that you don't usually do in your services, do not usually cover in your services, but for customers to meet to customers' needs during that time,
Yeah.
we go the extra mile. Yeah. So,
Mm.
what is the future for Parcel Hub?
Future for Parcel Hub, we are going to launch our cold fresh service soon. That means the line haul truck will be using the reefer truck to deliver those items that they need temperature control for the transportation. And also in the next 5 years, we are targeting to go international. So the country that Parcel Hub is targeting is like country like Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines. So these are the countries that we are targeting to grow our courier service business to international, not just only in Malaysia. Yeah. So this is our next 5 years plan.
So good to hear that. So that means you Parcel Hub. I mean, in Siam Road Parcel Hub, you are expanding to cover all those chill products as well.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So immediately came to my mind was because my son has a business in Cambodia. So definitely, we need to get your service to transport our kombucha to KL because we have a lot of clients waiting for our products.
Yeah, great. Hope we can have the collaboration soon.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So for all the entrepreneurs out there, if you are uh, um, providing, any F&B that needs to be chilled and need to be courier to different parts of the country, or even domestically, look no further. Look for Winnie Wong from Parcel Hub in Siam Road, Penang, and they will solve all your courier and delivery issues for you. So before we end this segment, Winnie Wong, do you have any other advice, for clients who do a lot of courier courier out their products?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there are many courier service company available, but customer always ask me which is the best courier service. Then my reply will be always there's no best courier service. There is only the right courier service. Are you selecting the right courier service or not? So make sure that you know what is your expectation and choose the right courier service company to provide the service.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
all the listeners out there, yeah. So I hope that this segment on featuring Parcel Hub helps you to understand a little bit more of this career company and who to look for. Most importantly, in business is that we want. There's so many service provider out there, and the services that they provide are almost the same. So what makes one particular company stands out is really knowing who are the team members inside, the service, and knowing them, trusting them will make your company stand out. So do reach out to Winnie Wong and share with her how she and her team can solve your delivery or courier services needs. All right. So thank you, Winnie. Thank you for coming
Thank you,
on board.
Elizabeth. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
your sponsor. Thank you for partnering with Women Impact Makers Conference 2022. I'll see you on the 19th.
Okay, thank you. See you.
All right. So once again, we are back. And yes, I was highlighted. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tammy. I missed your question again. All right. So I was highlighted on this comment by Kartik Muniswaran. Yeah. Regarding the previous segment on featuring the youth. yeah, Kartik says, let youth choose their education path from early stage. I think this is also another aspect that the adults, especially parents, family members, need to have a paradigm shift. That there are a lot of courses and programs and career path that are maybe foreign to the older people, but it is happening and it is so needful uh, in our generation right now. So our young people know what they are doing. I think this is one thing that we need to accept, that they are not children anymore. They are grown up. They have their own mindset, and we need to trust them. Like the previous segment mentioned, by the youth, trust them, allow them space to prove themselves. Right. So we want to thank you, Kartik, for your comment. And yes, so we don't have many commenters on our Facebook, but we still want to give away our prizes because this is really, really good products from MD Pharma, and it is it's women's product, all right? So who do not want this, right? So Gluten Glow by MD Pharma worth 138 for 15 days supply, and let us give away. Okay, let us give away to Kartik. We want to thank you for your comment. Yeah, let youth choose their education path. So Kartik, reach out to the tech team behind and claim your free gift today. So once again, I want to conclude today's segment and encourage all of you to log back in again tonight. Tonight we have 2 segments on interview section on home away from home, interviewing expatriates living in Penang. So we have with us 4 special speakers. All of them are expats, women expat leaders living in Penang. So we have Susie McMillan, Gosha Kano, Jean Dania, and then Amanda Goodrich. So please log back in at 8:30 tonight. And we have a lot of lucky draw prizes to be given away. And not just that, after the segment on home away from home, we have another youth segment. So please share out with your friends, log in and support our young people. Now at 9:30, we have Girls Talk, right? So women, let's come on board and support our girls and hear what, listen to what they have to say. So Girls Talk at 9:30, young women speaking their hearts and minds, right? So we have Jenny Uy, we have Jaslina, we have Melanie Go, Sharis Chan, Sufei, and Matika, all the way from US. Okay, so yes, 9:30 is our young girls segment, Girls Talk, young women speaking their hearts and minds. And also, I want to encourage all of you to join us for the full event, Women Impact Makers Conference, by scanning this QR code. Okay, scanning this QR code, and for this segment, you have our soft launch offer, 188 per admission per ticket. So what do you get? For 188, you get to attend our physical event at Royal Chulan. It's a 9 to 5 p.m. full day physical conference with amazing woman leader speakers. It's a physical event, and then another 3 more days of virtual conference event. So it's a total of 4 days for the price of 188, and all these are to support women empowerment. So do come and join us, scan the QR code, and I hope to see you on the 19th at Royal Chulan. Once again, signing off, Elizabeth, the organizing chair for WIMC 2022.
turn off plug 1.
Who are you? Who are you?
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, my life be like, my life be like, my life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Chilling out all day on some lazy shit. Time to think about it all and do it never. Then coming back, put my shit together, figure it out. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Chilling out all day on some lazy shit. Time to think about it all and do it never. Then coming back, put my shit together, figure it out. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Sometimes I just need a break from the crazy shit. Sometimes I just need a, sometimes I just need a, sometimes I, sometimes I, sometimes I, sometimes I.